saw something on TikTok.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, it was some clip of some other podcast that I've never heard of and don't know the name of. But in the comments, the top comment was, why is every podcast set up where one host knows all the questions and what's going on, and the other host has to act surprised? Or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? And that was the gist of it. And the they responded, the owner of the post responded is like, we act surprised because it's good content.
Ooh. Oh.
And I'm like, I'm just sitting there reading this stuff, and I'm like, this is really funny because that's not how ours work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's like
I thought we were gonna be able to relate to it. Like,
no,
we know
not
the
at
truth.
all. Not at all. All of our stuff is like, we're just idiots. And so when one of us brings something up, the other person will admit to not knowing and not pretending.
Yeah.
Like all our FNAF videos that we've done before, I don't know shit about about FNAF. And I don't pretend to know.
Yeah. The host that happens to be leading discussion, they know. The co-host in that moment does not know.
They just gotta, follow along the best they can.
You start these openings, I usually don't know what they're gonna be.
That's true. Wolfie almost never knows the opening, because I always come prepared with one, like this one.
Yeah.
But I think that makes it better, like genuine content.
Yeah, I can't believe they're pretending to react on their podcast. What's the point?
They admitted to it, too. And,
even worse if they admit to it.
Yeah, and they said that's like the norm or whatever.
I think they're liars. At least pull a Yogscast. Deny your acting.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the norm. No, what?
Do you know what Yogscast is?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I don't know if it's the norm for all the other ones or whatever, but I know a lot of others do it, whether it's common or not or whatever.
Interesting.
But yeah, we do not. All of our stuff is genuine and everything. So no reason to make up content. We're funny enough.
That's our natural talent.
We think we're funny, so that's good enough for us. Welcome to episode 85 of You're Ridiculous. Why am I here? This is cutting into the time that I could be playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, you're ridiculous. Just discovered it, now you're hooked.
Listen, it's great. I'm able to play D&D without needing 5 other people.
Powerful.
And the graphics are great.
The lizard mans and your hot cleric GF.
Oh, she wants okay. Story time. So I didn't really know anything about going into it. I knew roughly what it was, and I knew it was all D&D themed, or it is the D&D game.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if there was romance or not in it or not. And I'm like, well, if there is, I might as well try to get this cleric to like me. She's the best looking one of the group.
Fair enough.
And she's like part elf, so that elf pussy goes crazy. And so I started romancing her. I'm like, oh, okay, there's obviously romance in this game. And then I started I told you I got that night with her or whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing in that one. It's one of those early starter nights where it's just hanging out.
Yeah.
So it's we went to a waterfall and drank wine and talked to each other. And
how romantic. But probably couldn't hear shit.
What's that?
You probably couldn't hear shit. Who goes to a waterfall for a romantic night out?
Well, to be fair, you're right though. We were on top of the waterfall.
Ah, okay.
Not on the
quiet
bottom. The bottom would be worse. Yeah, we were on top of it, overlooking a cliff. It was nice. Anyways, so it was just one of those. But now, since that happens, the 2 other ones have also shown an interest in me.
Oh, you triggered something. Now they're jealous.
Now they all want the lizard dick. Also, you can just completely strip your characters of all their clothing.
Wow, bold.
There is a nudity sensor that asks you at the start of the game, but I didn't realize you could just for no reason just take them all off.
They're naked, not video game naked.
Oh yeah, no, they're completely naked, showing everything. You can do so that if you just take off their armor and stuff, it just goes into their undergarments, their underwear.
Yeah.
but you can also take those off. And not only can you do that, you can swap them to other characters. And every item. This is not a Baldur's Gate episode, as much as it seems like it was.
Oh yeah. Just a lot to say.
Right. Maybe we'll do a Baldur's Gate episode in the future. Who knows? But one more funny thing. One of the elves, it's half elf. I don't know what his other half is. He's also a vampire.
And that's the other half.
Well, yeah, but vampire's not a race.
Oh.
It's like a subspecies or something.
These three things, bro.
Because you can
needs
be
to
like,
pick a lane.
Well, he's a vampire spawn technically.
Oh, even worse. It's getting worse.
Right, he's a vampire spawn, so he's like a thrall. He's not like a full vampire. Anyways, he's like half elf and I think half human. And his underwear, he's like a noble charlatan kind of thing.
Yeah.
He's a rogue, and so he's very charismatic. His underwear says, if something to the extent of, if found, or Asterian's underwear, if found, you either spent the night with me or defeated me. Either way, you got lucky. That's so good.
The implication.
I know, right?
You defeat someone in battle and you rob them of their underwear as a trophy.
Yeah. You defeated me or you spent the night with me. Either way, you got lucky.
Hang it on your flag.
It's so good. Yeah.
And that's Baldur's Gate. Thank you for watching episode 85.
Goodbye! Yeah, maybe we'll do... It won't be, next week. Maybe the week after. Who knows? Depends on if I have a lot to say other than just the game is good.
Now I've got to play it or watch it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people playing it. You might be able to find a good one. Although I did hear that the entire campaign is 100 hours. Or more.
Wow, real Breath of the Wild.
I do not know if this number is accurate. I only saw it on one post on Twitter, so it could be entirely wrong. But I heard that there's over 100,000 endings.
How?
There's a lot of it is probably just all bullshit because it's there's so many things that can direct the gameplay.
Yeah.
So it's they chose this slight deviation instead of this one, right? So it's a lot of it will end up with the same stuff. I imagine there's probably 50 that actually matter.
Yeah. Ending B, but you were wearing pink.
Exactly. Shit like that. So and the number could entirely be falsified. But it was on a popular post, so you never know.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about Baldur's Gate. That'll be possibly for another time. But it's a good one if you haven't checked it out. But this week, we are going to be talking about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Whoa!
Season 2, the first 5 episodes.
Yeah!
Let's get right into it.
The banger that everyone's been waiting for.
That's right. Waited much too long for this.
I know, right? Oh.
Although we did get Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
That is true. That is true.
Sated our hunger
spacing wise, that came very shortly after season 1, and then there was a big gap.
It sure was. But what is sort of the premise of this season, Wolf?
This season, it's a flashback arc.
Which is interesting.
Yeah, we have jump back in time to Satoru Gojo's and Geto's uprising, their come up, their high school years as Jujutsu sorcerers. First class
Jujutsu sorcerers.
Yeah, they're the strongest, and they'll let you know that a couple of times. Every time they have the chance to say it.
And even when they don't.
Yeah, they're strongest until they're not. Until they are again.
Yeah. Why did I just type in fucking JJK sorcerer grades? I want character list.
People gotta know those ranking stats for their who could beat Goku lists.
No, everybody can beat Goku.
Yeah,
except Goku. He's not beating himself.
Yeah. Cancel each other out.
That's right.
Madoka Magica is beating Goku.
The guy who created FNAF is beating Goku.
That's right.
but he's also beating himself, so.
Oh, man.
Anyways, back to season 2 of JJK.
Yeah, we open. This arc, it opens fresh, cold open. They're being assigned a mission. Well, actually, it starts a little differently in the anime. There's a lot of in the manga, there's a lot of exposition in the form of large boxes of text.
Yep.
And they have changed how that is delivered to you in the anime.
Oh, okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Great choice. Good choice.
Yeah.
It's funny because
pretty weird otherwise.
Well, into the description. You can sidetrack, but they've been after a quick little side mission with Mei Mei and I forget her name, Huey, something like that.
Huey.
Gojo and Geto and their third person get assigned a mission. Well, just them, but there is a third person in their group who becomes more important later. Get assigned a mission to protect the next reincarnation of Lord Tengen.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was. I forgot what that was.
You forgot why all of this is happening?
Well, no, but I watched that, but I didn't realize I forgot who that was.
I see. Yeah, he's effectively playing God, but he's also like still reaping the benefits of being a human person, and the universe is kind of like, hey, you can't do that. So try to absorb him and make him like a proper force of nature, but he gets around that by reincarnating into a new body.
Yeah, he keeps assimilating new people.
He's got
I got that far, but I didn't get the beginning part of it.
Real life hacks.
Yeah. Universe keeps trying to patch him out. Failing. He's not downloading the update.
He just jumps into a new NPC.
New save file. Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's the whole arc is just like I really like how they like the what's the word, the tone of it, because like it's like they keep presenting it like a slice of life, and even in the opening presents it like a slice of life, and it acts like a slice of life until it comes in with the left hook, and suddenly it's not a slice of life anime anymore.
Yeah, where did you think the hook was?
Well, it's because they like at the beach, they're fucking around, having a great time.
Yeah.
And then at the most, like, I think episode 4, they're like playing the music like, oh yeah, we'll keep you alive if you don't want to get assimilated in Tengen, and it plays the music like, oh, happy ending, and then she gets her brains blasted out. I knew it was coming, and it still caught me off guard.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised where it happened.
Yeah. Music's crescendoing. There's sparkles in their eyes, and pah! Nope.
Yeah. Shout out, what's his name? I forgot his name. Toji. Shout out to him, by the way.
He's that guy.
He is like him. He is that guy.
I am obsessed with him. In the manga, everything about him. He's pretty cool. To put it shortly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
He was born with no cursed energy, and that's his gimmick, and that's like unheard of. Pretty rare. The only other person so far we've seen like that is I've forgotten all their names, it's been so long, but the girl with the green hair. From season 1. I had to look at their names.
Mahito? No.
Where is she?
Green hair. I don't even remember.
I guess her hair is black, but it's like stylized green.
Green.
Where is she?
You don't even know. Oh, I think I do.
The Zenin girl. Why is she not here?
That's not who I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the girl on the broomstick, but that wouldn't make sense.
She's my sister. Am I just scrolling past her? Where the fuck is she?
Right. Yeah.
Am I crazy or is she not on the Wikipedia page? Where is she? She's so important.
Maki.
Maki, yes.
Furiously trying to figure out the character name.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, there she is. Her most recent picture looks different. I'm like, because I definitely scrolled past that like twice.
Yep. It sure does. It looks nothing like what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I guess she does have green hair.
Yeah. She has quite the glow up in the manga.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. She does not have any curse. She can't do shit.
Yeah, she can't see him. So she just uses like cursed tools and adapts.
Right.
Oh, and her glasses have like charms so she can see them.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have that. It's that he is just that good. He's got really good intuition. He's got a heavenly blessing that makes him really physically strong. And he's just...
Yeah, he's a superhuman.
He exists to fuck things up. Honestly.
He sure does.
He popped a kid out, abandoned it.
Forgot about it.
Forgot about him, too.
Got addicted to gambling. Didn't need the kid anymore.
Luckily for Fushiguro, Megumi, that was the best thing that happened to him.
That's true. Very much. But yeah, this guy was crazy. The fight scenes... So the whole season, as Wolf said, is like flashback and sort of the come up for Seto... Or not Seto. Geto. And Satoru.
Gojo.
Jesus Christ.
You're losing it. The two
I'm
G's.
thinking of all the Yu-Gi-Oh characters. Yeah. Gojo. I've lost it.
Yeah, Gojo and Geto. Gojo's our guy, our pretty boy.
Yeah. I know.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them. And this is sort of the time right before he's mastered his techniques and like Limitless and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All the stuff that he was like blessed with, and he knows what he wants to do with it and what he needs to do with it, but he hasn't quite mastered how to like do it perfectly when he needs to.
He can use blue, he can't use red, and therefore he can't use purple.
Well, purple didn't even exist yet.
Yeah, he made purple.
He becomes him and made a new technique. Yeah. And so their fight scenes just obliterates him.
Oh, yeah.
Just gets...
First he gets obliterated.
No, that's what I meant. The Toji.
Yeah.
Not obliterates him.
He rocked his shit.
He rocked his shit and sort of eventually systematically destroys him.
Yeah.
Like he starts evolving during the fight almost.
Yeah. Warming up, really.
Warming up, looking for openings and realizing where the sort of like weak points are.
Yeah. And of course he's been like masterminding this whole scenario to even end up happening the whole time.
Yeah. And Gojo was also overconfident for it.
Yeah.
Because nobody else had like even came close.
Yeah.
But definitely Toji was like very well prepared.
Yeah, I love the like really magical fight with all these techniques being used. And then Toji comes in with a Glock and just ends it.
That's what was so surprising. Like what happened to her. I'm just like...
Just an ordinary gun.
Yeah, like... And we haven't even seen much of that in season 1.
Yeah.
It happened a couple times, like someone brought it out or whatever, but... I think, but not really. Most of the time they just use like cursed weapons.
Yeah. Swords,
and Nobara has like hammer and nail and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, but... normally you don't just see like a fucking Glock. It was really funny. And then there's the fight with Geto versus Toji.
Yeah.
And Geto was like pretty pissed that Satoru's dead.
Yeah.
Or
at least he thinks he's dead.
Yeah, well...
That was Toji's first mistake.
Right. And
opening with that.
Yeah, opens up all the like, cursed spirits that he's collected, and Toji just rips through them.
Yeah.
Like, obliterates them.
He don't care about no curses.
Not at all. Both of those fights are really cool.
Yeah. And just like Gojo's initial downfall was his arrogance, Toji's arrogance ends up being his downfall, as he did not finish either of his kills.
Yeah. Classic. Well, Toji versus Geto, he's like, I'm gonna keep you alive.
Yeah.
And, he purposefully didn't finish off Geto.
Yeah.
It's like, because you used cursed manipulation instead of like full on whatever, I'm not gonna kill you because it could unleash all the curses that you've collected, and I don't really want to deal with all that.
the nonsense that'll
not
come
worth
from
my time. Oh man, but yeah, and then he did not finish off Well, presumably most people would have been dead.
Yeah, listen. You're fighting like baby god. You confirmed the kill.
Oh yeah, you definitely should be like at least give him a little stabby stab more.
Some extras to the vitals.
Right, if not severing the head like he said later on.
Yeah, bro got up. He got up from that.
He's just like dusted off. I didn't really care about the whole like politics. So there's like Q. And then there was like that religion-based sort of like company, and then there was like the people that wanted to defend the simulated host.
Yeah,
I didn't really care about all that shit.
That stuff wasn't important. They just they set the battleground while they're fighting.
Exactly, but it was just like every time they showed up, I'm like, who the fuck cares? You all suck anyway. You're gonna lose to everyone.
You gotta bodying that old man while he's like giving every ounce of exposition of like, oh, what am I gonna do? He's a dumb young brat. I'm gonna beat his ass, and then instantly got his ass beat. And his life starts flashing before his eyes. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, and then Geta's just like, yeah, this was planned. I wanted this. I wanted you to think I was defenseless up close the whole time, and then just like pulls the Uno reverse guard and obliterates him.
Yep. Rocks his shit.
So funny. And then we get to the fight where Gojo, a lot of more exposition happens. Then Gojo is revealed to be alive, as we already knew he was.
Yeah. Nah, no, this is a flashback.
Right. They obviously weren't trying to like pretend that he's alive. It's just like, where is he going to come back? How is he going to come back?
Yeah.
And Gojo is just like, yeah, I reversed a technique to keep myself alive. Instead of trying to block you, I just like reversed cursed energy.
Yeah, which as goofy as that sounds, that's how it works for everyone else. That's how healing works in this universe. You just reverse it.
Right. Fair enough. But so did he invent it?
No.
Okay, so he just...
It's a really rare reverse curse technique.
Okay, so he just was able to use it.
Yep.
Gotcha. And then not only did on the brink of death did he conquer and fully understand curse energy, he perfected reverse blue, reversal red, learned how to use red, and then my man out here created purple.
Yeah.
By combining the other two, since he fully understands how cursed energy works now.
Yeah, that's like a near-death experience to really upgrade you.
Yeah, and you remember purple from one of the final episodes in the garden.
Yeah.
Where purple literally obliterated the earth where it was in the direction it was fired.
Yeah. Everything there gone.
That was great. I will say I really like watching Gojo like level up.
Yeah.
Because all the time we see him in season 1, he's already like the best of the best there is.
Indeed.
And it's cool to watch him be the best, but it's also really fun to see him how he got there. Yeah,
when he thought he was the best, but there was still more he could do.
And he's Goku.
Yeah.
He is Goku. Super Saiyan level 9.
He's beating Goku.
Oh yeah. I mean, Goku doesn't hold a candle to this, man.
Oh, man.
Goku couldn't beat half of his own enemies.
That is true.
He had to level up 80 billion times.
Oh, Goku.
This whole episode is just
I keep coming back.
Fuck you. Just when he thinks we're done insulting him, we come back around and start stomp him.
Can't be helped.
That's right. Do you watch Dragon Ball?
No, I just hear about it so much.
I know a fair bit about it just from like seeing stuff. But yeah, I don't actually watch it. Oh, and then sort of wrapping up. We're kind of briskly going through the whole season, but it's only 5 episodes so far.
Yeah.
And all of it is like one long movie.
Yeah, it's one big arc. I imagine they're going to get through this flashback arc, and then we're flashing back to the forward, the present.
Well, so the 5th episode, you didn't watch that one, or you didn't finish that one yet, right?
No.
So the 5th one ends with Gojo coming out. I know.
Something new every time.
I know. I'm all over the place. Listen, it's been a while since I watched season 1, and it didn't help that we opened on a fucking flashback episode. So, anyways, Gojo, he like comes out of the memory, and we're back to the Three Stooges.
Yeah, Three Stooges.
But we also find out at a certain point that it's Megumi's dad.
Yeah, that is indeed Megumi's dad.
Which, man, is absolutely shredded.
Yeah. He's huge. Why doesn't he look like that?
He's mad. Well, that's his heavenly pact.
Oh, yeah.
Or heavenly pact, whatever it's called. So he became, fucking
that's his hugeness.
Right. And Megumi is not.
He's just regular, normal dude. Took after his mom.
That's right. Got all the bad genes, all the recessive traits. And then sort of wrapping that up, Goju. God, why did I do that again? Gojo. This is like when I on earlier like episode 20 something where we were doing Little Nightmares.
Oh yeah.
And I just kept saying the wrong name.
Calling him everything but his name.
Utterly the wrong name. It wasn't even close. At least this time I'm close.
Perhaps. For now.
I'm one vowel off.
Nah.
The other one, I wasn't even. I was all over the place.
Yeah, a whole different character.
Yeah. Gojo perfects like keeping up his limitless all the time by using his own cursed energy to refresh his brain. Yeah. Which was interesting and kind of dumb. They
really it's funny because in the original manga there is a much more, there's two areas where Gojo tries to explain his powers.
Okay.
And they're both very long, very complicated. And then the first time they tried to explain it, the author had to come in and make an author's note hey, here's a better explanation, or attempt at a better explanation.
What the
Sorry, guys.
Why would they have an author's note?
Because people were confused. Because it releases weekly in the magazine, so readers were like, what the fuck does that mean? So he tried to correct it.
I see.
He did not.
He tried to explain it out of character, basically?
Yes.
Interesting. I see. Well, I mean, this one made sense. It was just kind of weird.
Indeed. Yeah, that's the only other way to do it.
Yeah, it was
because it's nonsense.
Though, I mean, listen, someone's gonna be the best. I don't really care why he's the best. He just is. That's all that really matters.
Indeed. Fair enough.
And he has his limitless. Just say, yeah, he's the best because he's limitless.
Yeah, he's perfect.
Right. That's all we need.
He's top of the pyramid.
If you didn't get that from watching him take his shroud off over his eyes when he did his domain expansion, you were missing out.
Bro, stop time.
That's all the explanation you need.
He stops time near anyone that gets near him. That's all you need to know.
Right. Literally has, the closer you get to him when he doesn't want you there, the slower things become.
Yeah.
Which is fucking bullshit. Which is why he's the best. Also, if you need an explanation why he's the best,
he's got blue eyes.
I was just gonna say he's got the most detailed eyes. Of course, he's the best. That's all you need.
Oh.
Yeah. So, how much is season 2 gonna be like season 1, where it was 25 episodes?
I sure hope it is. I couldn't find anything saying what its total length was gonna be, but it's got plenty of manga to cover.
Okay, so we got the backlog,
and it's going through it slowly. This arc being 5 episodes, they're dragging it out. I'm glad they're dragging it out, but they're dragging it out.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to seeing. Oh, go.
I was just gonna say I haven't read the manga, so I don't know.
You have not. I've got a meme I've been saving for 2 years now. I am dying to send to you.
You said that the first time we talked about season 1.
I know. I'm waiting for it.
Oh my god, I can't wait though. I'm so excited.
But
we're getting closer.
I'm excited to see more of not just Geto. He's my second favorite character in the whole series. Just because everything going on with him, but the dynamic. It's probably the reason why the opening is really slice of life focused on Geto and Gojo is because their dynamic is kind of the hinge piece that kind of leads to all the events that are about to happen.
Yeah, I suppose we didn't really talk about what happened to Gojo at the end. Or Geto.
Yeah, Geto. Oh, did the anime cover that? You describe it. That don't spoil anything.
Well, I mean, what I'm getting at is that he is no longer working employed or whatever at Jujutsu High, and basically says, I want to create a world where cursed energy, where we don't have to keep fighting the cursed spirits, we'll make a world where there are no cursed spirits. And the way he does that is he talks to some other high-ranking... What is it? Sorcerer? What are they? Is that what
sorcerer? They're all called sorcerers.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. High-ranking sorcerer who's looking for Gojo at the time, and she's like, "Oh, I'll talk to you." And so she also kind of has the idea of creating a world without cursed spirits. Her idea, she mentions it to Geto and just says, "Well, you could create a world where there's only cursed energy users, and basically obliterating the world of all the like basic humans."
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what he's sort of leading towards in season 1, which I think has been said before, but now we get the backstory of it.
Yeah. Oh, wait, the girl.
So he's like, he wants to be Thanos, basically.
And yeah, he's taking the genocide route.
Right. He thinks he's doing it for a good cause. He wants to do things for the better, and basically make it so the sorcerers don't have to always fight the cursed spirits, because that takes a toll.
Oh, it's certainly not for a good cause. The movie kind of covers his reasons why.
Well,
it's mostly selfish reasons.
Sure. At first, we're led to believe it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
Season 1, we obviously know that it's kind of not, in the movie especially. But the backstory of when he's originally introduced for it is for a good cause.
I see.
Obviously, that gets tainted very quickly. And ends up not being good. But
yeah.
The original premise, I think, was good intentions.
Yeah.
And so he basically told Gojo to fuck off.
Indeed.
I'm going to do this, and I'm going to become you.
Yeah, basically. It's great, because they're like foils for each other. There's like, as we're watching it, they kind of like, their ideologies like flip. At first, what's his face? Gojo's like, why do we have to protect the weak? That's kind of a bullshit, but I'll do it anyways, because, I'm a good guy, decent guy.
Yeah.
And Geto's like, we have to because we're stronger. And then they flip. And Geto's like, the strong shouldn't have to protect the weak. The weak should perish for being weak.
The weak should not exist. There shouldn't be weakness.
Yeah. And I think I can't remember if it was part of the OP, if it was part of the flashback. But at this point in time, Geto has found those like 2 little girls from the movie that he picks up from that village. He's found those 2. And that like incident, it's kind of like the catalyst for why he starts going down this path. Because the thing about protecting humanity, which is like the job of the Jujutsu sorcerers, is it also means you're protecting the scum of humanity. And then at a certain point, he realizes he's not willing to do that.
Yep. He's tired of it. Wants to get rid of it all.
Yeah. No more curses. Therefore, no more curse bullfuckery.
Yeah, and the principal, or the sensei at the time, I forget his name. Do you know his name? The principal?
Oh, I forgot.
Gojo just calls him sensei.
Yeah. The principal.
Principal in season 1, sensei to Gojo. Doesn't really Yaga. He says to Gojo, it's like, well, why'd you let him get away? And Gojo's like, are you really going to ask me that? And Sensei's like, I suppose not. Dumb question or whatever. And so it really got me thinking, in one of the newer Harry Potter movies, I guess in the original one too, they basically can't like hurt each other. They have like a pact in one of the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard
where
of
it's
that.
like, it's like, I can't hurt you, you can't hurt me. They did it originally because they loved each other.
Yeah.
But then their ideologies became split, and one of them went buck wild, crazy, dark wizard. But the pact was still intact, right? It's like, it's a pact. You can't hurt me, I can't hurt you, and we got to figure out how to work around it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of it's not exactly what's happening here, but it's the vibe I get. Like, neither one of them really, at the time, wants to hurt each other. Now it's a bit in season 1 it's a bit different, but
Sure is.
It's interesting to see how that relationship develops.
Indeed. I enjoy the foreshadowing.
Too. Yeah.
You wouldn't see the foreshadowing, but there was some fun foreshadowing when Ghetto first hears the news of Satoru Gojo's dead and knows the curses he summoned, they're summoned a little differently this time. They appear with there's like stitching appears on reality and they come out of that.
Oh, cool.
And you'll notice in like season 1 he's got like stitches on his head.
Oh yeah, he's got one on his forehead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I would not have noticed that.
Hee.
Oh, I also watched the OP this time.
Oh, about time.
I watched it once of the 5 episodes. It was the 3rd episode as well.
It wasn't even the first.
It wasn't. I skipped the first 2. And I'm like, I should actually watch this one because I like the first one.
I can't stand you.
Listen, I watched it. That's gonna be good for something. I went through all of Heavenly Delusion without watching the OP.
Somehow.
Listen.
It is like built into the 2nd episode.
Listen, if Crunchyroll didn't want me to skip it, they wouldn't put the button there.
They're run by schmucks that listen to AI.
I don't care who they're run by. That's working out for me.
Nah, you're missing out.
Oh,
missing out on Gojo's and Ghetto's rom-com.
Well, I watched it. I'm all too familiar.
We bring back the legendary romantic bike ride once again. It just keeps coming back, which means I'm right.
You're not right.
I'm as right as I'll ever be.
If I learned anything, it's the people on the Discord Cult of the Lamb know that you're wrong.
No! Fool, they're trying to keep me from the truth, from exposing the truth.
Yeah. So what did you rate the first 5 episodes? Because we'll definitely be doing the rest of it.
Hey, 10 out of 10. I like the changes they've made from adapting it from the manga. And I like the story as is, as how I read it in the manga. So I'm having a blast.
Solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Ooh.
It was very easy to watch all 5 of them. In fact, I did it in one sitting earlier today without even realizing it. I'm like, there's no fucking way that was 20 minutes. Let's play another
through
one.
It.
So I just watched them all. Obviously, I had to watch them by today. But it was easy to watch them all and didn't feel like a slog.
Yeah.
The arc was very nice. I love the power-up of Gojo. That was very fun. And it was nice to see all the information that we know about from season 1 and where all it stems from.
Yeah.
I was also happy to not see Nabarro, because fuck her.
What? What's your beef with her?
She's lame.
I mean, the new girl is basically Nobara reincarnated.
Well, sure, but she doesn't show up that much. She's just kind of there. And I'm not expecting... Well, actually, I don't know about that.
The third person in their group.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta have a third wheel. It's like Power, or not Power, the other one.
The other one?
In Chainsaw Man.
The loud one? The crybaby one?
Yeah. The crybaby one. Yeah. The third wheel. All right. Well, moving on. Oh, and check it out if you haven't. It's good.
Naturally.
Obviously, you could wait for the rest of the season to finish, but why? This was actually a pretty good one to watch the first 5 of, because it completes the arc.
You could watch it week to week like a true anime fan.
That is also true, but I could not do that. I couldn't do it with this arc specifically, because like a couple of the episodes, not much happened.
Perhaps.
Like, it's important, information. You need all the stuff, and it obviously looks great, and there are things that is happening.
Oh, it looks really great.
Oh yeah.
Episode 1, when she's like walking through like the abandoned house. She is walking through that environment. That's not just a picture that she's walking on top of. There's all the sound design, the way it's amazing.
That first one was notably good. I realized that. So that one was really cool. And then any scene where you have Gojo doing anything is great.
Yeah.
Also, I love that moment where he's doing the final scene and he's just suspended in midair, and he's like getting attacked, actively getting in combat right now, and he's like, this world is wonderful. And then his opponent's just like, this guy's high. high on life.
Exactly.
Literally high on life. It was so funny.
Strongest drug you could get. The
like,
taste of the edge of death.
This is great. So
we should do this more often.
It really makes you understand why Gojo is the way he is in season 1.
Oh, yeah. He's gone full wild card, but he's still good aligned.
Yeah, he's actually unhinged. It's so funny though. He is good aligned though, which is nice. He's chaotic good.
The two tipping scales of being unhinged. Save everyone or kill everyone.
Right. Two sides of the same coin. And luckily for everybody, most of the time Gojo ends up on the save everyone side.
That's right. Our boy.
Yeah. So, moving on. Wrapping that up. Now we're done with that. Moving on to Rain's question of the week. Wolf, what have we got for us?
You're in a boat going through the rapids in a river, bird box style. You're blindfolded, you have precious cargo that has to survive the trip, and all you have to guide you is the box of birds. Are you that guy? Do you survive the trip and succeed?
Interesting question. Have you ever gone boating in this style or kayaking?
No, I was robbed of the opportunity to do it and was made to go mountain biking a second time.
Oh, that is infinitely worse.
I know.
A hard pass on the mountain biking, but kayaking is a lot of fun.
I'm dying one day.
Yeah. Kayaking is fun. Canoeing, not so much, just because you normally have someone else with you and they're an idiot.
Holding you back.
Yeah, and if you don't have the other person with you, then it's also harder because canoes are just
huge.
Kayaks, yeah. I've never been on like a raft though. Oh, that's not true. I went whitewater rafting, but I wasn't like trying to control anything. I was letting the river take me.
I've been on a slat of wood that you could call a raft, but it was just floating in the middle of a lake.
Yeah, I've done that as well.
It was the spot they put in so people would stop drowning. Because they would swim out too far and then they couldn't make the swim back.
My God. Was it like, so it wasn't, was it a dock?
Was it
just like a piece someone could float on?
It was, yeah, because it wasn't connected to the land. It was just a flat of wood the size of like a table sitting in the middle of the lake.
Okay, because like we have a lot of docks in lakes, but they're like put there for a reason. They're like strapped. They have like chains on them with like cement blocks at the bottom of the lake. So they can't go away or anything.
There seemed to be an anchor on it, but I don't think it was like put there officially by any official means.
Anchor was definitely the word I was looking for. They had several anchor. They are chained, but yeah, we didn't have many drownings just because, you know, people know how to fucking swim. I
mean, it wasn't the ability, it was the energy.
Well, that's the ability. The ability is cut short by being a dumbass. Anyways.
They weren't that guy.
That's true. I think I would make it, I think. I could probably do it well enough. I'm not naive enough to think I would get all of the cargo.
Yeah.
I would like to think I could get some of it and just kind of pray I get the right some of it. I think I could end up with like 40 or 50% of the cargo. You know, and that's probably good enough for me.
Contextually, it's funny because the cargo, it's 2 children. So you make it down with one child.
Well, sure, in the actual bird box, but I'm thinking like, you know, like backpacks.
You make it with half a child. Something happens, you don't know what.
Hopefully it's not the annoying one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm making it down. No cargo. I'm not even prioritizing the cargo. I'm too stressed out.
That's true.
I just need to make it down the river.
I definitely would be prioritizing myself over the cargo.
I've got a bird. I've got monsters chasing me.
I'm blindfolded, deaf, dumb, shit my pants. My AirPods keep falling out.
You lost an AirPod on the way down. It's gone forever.
No, the cargo!
The most important piece of cargo.
That's right. The left AirPod is gone forever. And I can't find any rice to put the right one in.
Lost them both. Now you just got a paperweight.
Better than having half a kid with me.
Is it the top half or the bottom half?
Oh, absolutely, just the legs. Less annoying.
That's how you didn't notice they were gone. They were just so quiet for once.
It's actually just like a pair of walking legs. That's just like magical. They're still walking, but there's no top head.
They have comedic timing, of course. They walk out, but like their upper half is blocked by like some trees or some bushes, and then they come out and it's just the legs, and then they flop over.
they you ask them a question and they start like tap dancing a response.
You turn around like, what the fuck are you doing? And then bop, dead.
Oh man, you could make a hell of an act with that. You could really scam some people.
Me and the legs.
Wheels and the leg man.
Oh, it all comes back around.
That's right. Of course it is. Rain actually is probably the most competent one here.
Oh, does she know how to boat?
Oh, she's a boater.
Oh.
For sure. She's much more outdoorsy than either of us two.
I could see it.
So I think she'd, definitely make it down with everybody alive.
Yeah, 70% of the cargo.
Yeah, maybe someone loses a hand.
Hey, that wasn't her fault. That was the monsters.
Right. Maybe a foot, but, it's fine. They got the important stuff.
One singular foot. It's like a car accident, except it's the whole foot and not just a shoe.
Car accidents are known to take just your shoe.
Yeah! Have you not seen that? It's like the signifier of a car accident.
What are you talking about?
Cause if they can't show it, they just show like the and then the crash, and then there's a singular shoe.
Oh, yeah. As the crash, but it's not the only thing. It's just they didn't show the rest. I thought you meant,
obviously.
There's a car crash. There's a car crash, and they only left one
The car
shoe.
didn't just eat the person and leave the shoe. And smash their body into nothing but atoms.
Yeah, these 23 Jordans just aren't hitting the spot. I'm going to leave these.
Gave it an upset stomach.
Oh, man.
Oh,
this turned into quite the question.
I'd say we went off the rails, but it was never on the rails.
You're right, it was on the river. Wolf, take it away.
I'm Wolf, taking things away. Thank you for watching episode 85 of You're Ridiculous.
Wow.
If you liked all that, be sure to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notified of the next episode. If you're watching on a podcast website, hit the plus and give us 5 stars.
Or have a stroke.
But not before you hit the plus.
That's right.
If you liked all that, you can follow us across the internet. The main cast at ridiculous_cast on Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Lucas at 7AngryWasses and E. And you can follow me at Rainbow Duds without the W. We hope to see you guys all again next week. Until then, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.